you guys doing? It's Mario from Elektron. I'm here to show you the model samples. So the model samples is a 6-track sample-based groove box that allows you to sequence samples and also MIDI. The great thing about the model samples is it has each track has velocity-sensitive pads and then a chromatic code right at the bottom. And a first for Elektron is going to be 1 knob per function controls, which makes a very unique workflow to this device compared to our other devices. So that being said, it kind of bypasses menu diving and stuff like that that some people see as an issue with Elektron devices. So it's a great intro to the Elektron sequencing world, but it also gets very deep in sense with control over the sequences. So it has an Elektron sequencer, like as I was saying. So what I'll do is I'll just sequence in some hi-hats really quick. One great feature about this model samples that's a new feature is the chance knob. So the chance knob kind of works like trigger conditioning and probability, but what it does, it allows you to set a percentage of probability per track, and it still allows you to check to parameter lock trick conditioning as well, so that takes precedence over the track chance. So that's a really nice feature to add variations to your patterns. And then there's also the swing knob nudge, which allows you to place the sequence steps in micro time. So very, very advanced sequencer on this thing. I would like to also mention that each track has pattern length and also scaling, so you could have very crazy polyrhythms happening with this machine. So I'll get into some sequencing with some live recording. What I'll do now is I'm going to save this pattern into a temporary area so that if I change any parameters, I can come back to it. A great feature that model samples has is the control all function. So if I hold the track button, control all, I can change parameters across all tracks. Because I save the pattern, I can reload it back to where we started. This control all feature is really great with the chance knob, because now I can add probability across the whole tracks, and it gives a really weird, different pattern, like as if I'm doing this live, but the machine is doing it for me. So like I said, really different, unique workflow compared to our other devices, but you can get pretty interesting sounds with this. Right back to where we started. So really, really quick, straightforward device. If you want to get into Elektron, this is a perfect device for you. If you're a power user for Elektron, it's a great device that's a new take on the Elektron workflow, and it still has the same power that all of our other devices have. You have delay and reverb effects that act as a send for all tracks, and then also with the spec when it comes to audio, you have a headphone out, a stereo out, MIDI in and out with an included MIDI adapter, and then also class-compliant USB audio. So that meaning you could use the model samples as a sound card and monitor your DAW and also stream stereo audio out into your DAW. And then the micro USB port is used to transfer samples from Elektron transfer that's available on our website. It comes preloaded with 300 samples provided by Splice, but we have the transfer app so you can load in your own samples and start making your own beats. Really great, fun device.
Very